I'll just try and get it level. That's a bit better, so that's okay. That looks all right. Let's see if that makes a difference to putting it in. Okay, there we go, much better. That was what was messing us up there. So that's our second envelope. Now what I next want to do is I want to make it a flip up as well. Now I'm going to need to cover this side here and do the same decoupage that I've just done here, I think. I'm just trying to think the best way to do it. Now Eve, she actually put a piece of paper over the back here and like a double piece, if you know what I mean, so this size and then another the same size here. But I don't think she did it on a tug, on a hidden pocket as well. So I'm wondering if I can get away. Yeah, I'm going to have to find probably a piece. I think I'm going to have a piece that's like that, and then just kind of put something on here that's pretty, because otherwise I think I'm going to have problems. So I'm going to have a flip up here. Can I do that? Yeah, because this is the part that you glue down. Okay, I'm going to go and find some foam tape, because that's the next thing we're going to need, and I'm going to choose some papers. Okay, so I'll be back with you in just a sec. Back again, found a little tiny one. I've only got a small roll left. But I did find some Christmas decoupage. See, this is what happens when you've got so much stash, and some papers by the look of it, some extra Christmassy papers. Oh, that was a good find, wasn't it? And then I've got these that are just toppers, so it could be I might be adding a little bit of bling to some of these. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so that one's done. I'm going to see whether our stars, yeah, our stars are nicely glued on our envelope. And the first thing I'm going to do is actually stick that down, take the tape off. This has become quite blobby because of the glue. No matter how hard I try, it just became a bit blobby. So again, that might be something I'd change if I made another one. I'm not sure. So we shall see. Oh, that's a glue strand getting stuck. Right, so yeah, it is a bit raised and a bit blobby, but we'll go with it. And I'm going to cover this side. You can see it's gone a bit messy and blobby, but we might get some thick card on the back there. And also along this edge is a bit messy, so I may be doing something with that. So let's make sure this still fits. I have a little, but it's okay because it's going to be raised, but that just about fits in there. So first of all, I'm just looking at this, just wondering if we could have a complete contrast of colour and use this kind of pale blue underneath, you know, so you lift up and you're like, oh, blue. I quite like that, you know, something different. That might work really well. I do like being able to kind of shock people, you know, it's like, oh, blue. I even quite like sort of having, I'm wondering if this piece here could sit there. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. And then the blue on this piece, because I could have that little border there. Right, okay, we've got to do some serious measuring now without making a complete mistake. So I think I'm going to have to do this in centimetres, guys, because that's my sort of, let's see, that's 14.4. Could I get away with 14? Yeah, I could get away with 14 with a little edge. 14 by just under 11. So that's what we're going to go with. Now, let's use my cutter for this. So this is going to be a bit of a long drawn out one again, because I'm kind of not really editing. I'm just pausing and coming back to kind of make things with you. Oh God, I've forgotten again. So we said 14 by just under 11. So now, so if I'm going to cut that off first. Let's do that bit first, because that's the piece I want to use for the side there. So let's see, it's darker, it's quite nice actually, because if you can see, it's darker this end and it goes lighter, so it's like a ombre effect. So yeah, I like that. So let's do 11. Yeah, we'll do 11 this way, just under 11, so we make sure it fits. And then 14 this way. Sorry, I'm doing it a little bit off camera, I think. Oh, there we go. So let's bring back our envelope. Oh, I'm so silly. I should do twice the size of that. Oh, no. Oh, that was really stupid. Do you remember when I said to do a flip up, you need a whole piece that's double the size of your envelope? Oh, phooey. And that was such... I'm still going to use it. I'm still going to use the paper, I think. But I'm still going to use that one. I'm just trying to think if there's a way of saving that. Let's see if there's any other that's similar. Well, we have got this scene. I don't know which kind of matches. Oh, phooey. Okay, let's try and get the church in it. So therefore, let's see this. So it's going to be 22. So it's now going to be 22. So this part here, let's open that up. Put my distress pad on before it marks everything. Okay, so this way I'm going to need 22. Oh no, so let's flip that over. Let's think about this. So, no, what am I doing? I want 22 that way, don't I? Do I? No, that's right, 22. No. Yeah, depth. Oh, dear me. Let's think, hang on. So if I want that to be on there, like so, that would go on that part and that would go on the bottom. That's right, isn't it? So basically like that. So I don't know if that's going to be big enough, because we need this bit to be 22 and it's just under, I think, 21. Oh, should we just go with it anyway? I think so. I don't care about a bit of brown. So let's see, we can do some more decoupage, just over 14. So yeah, so that way, and then just over 14 here. I don't know why I said under. Silly donut. Okay, sorry about that. Still a bit of brain fog from yesterday, still struggling a bit. Right, let's see. So now, yeah, that's perfect. We're going to glue this onto here, and then obviously that bit will fold up and we'll glue this piece down. So I need this got splattered with some distress ink. I need to clean it. Oh dear. So we need to, let's see, this is an inch one, so I need to see what this is in inches. So it is just under 7, so we want around 3.5. Do you know what, I'm just going to fold it. I think it's far more easier, I think, than messing around with that. Okie dokie. And then we'll just use the bone folder to... That'll do. That'll do. Where there's a will, there's a way. So this part will be glued there, and then this part will be glued to our other envelope, but I'm going to use obviously the tape for that. No, I'm going to glue this onto a piece of card and then raise that tape. That is the best way of doing it. Yes, we will do that. So we need some scraps, which are somewhere in here. Sorry that I'm rifling through. I do have most things to hand, but not everything. No, that's a long scrap. Oh, reaching underneath the trolley. I don't know if you have any of these trolleys, but I find them really handy. They're just not always good when you want to get an envelope out. I've got this plastic packet full of bits. Now, do I have... Oh, sorry guys. Do I have a large bit left that would be big enough for that? Let's have a look. Nope. Search through. Aha, I think that one... Yep, that one's just about right. So pop that back in. Okay. So I'm going to glue to the back, because this is going to flip up like that. I'm going to glue to the back of my envelope first. So we want this side. Let's just check that again. Yeah, so I want this side glued like that. So if we put some glue on, going all the the way around. And now position this on my paper, on my envelope. Move that over slightly. Might need a little trim down the side there, just a touch. There we go. Okay, and then this part here I need to put onto some card, because we are going to then use it to strengthen this piece and put the raised foam tape underneath. I'll show you what I mean in a sec. I'm probably not making much sense. Doggy trauma. Oh dear. My. I had red wine last night for the first time in ages, because I just needed a glass of wine, and oh my god, did I get a tannin headache this morning. And I don't normally, but I just haven't had any for a really long time, so I just think my body went, oh no thanks. Yeah, my body talks like that, obviously. But yeah, I woke up and I was like, what is wrong with my head? I had one glass, and I mean like one, not even a big glass, just one small glass of wine, because I didn't want too much, because I was so tired. I just thought, I don't want too much alcohol, it's not good for you. But yeah, I was just like, what? Why have I got a headache? Okay, let's just see. I can see a little bit of white sticking through there, so I'm just gonna have to try and trim again without cutting my envelope. Sorry, I'm fiddling around here, guys. I do apologise. Ah, what's happening here? What have I done wrong? This is a bit long. Is that right? Is that what's going on? Bear with me, my lovelies. I look like I have a boo-boo, and I don't know why. I think it's because, there we go. Sorry, I'm just going to play around with this for a minute because it's getting stuck. I think it's because this is a bit too long. Okay, let me sort this out. I think it's not opening properly, so I just need to stop the camera and just fiddle with this and make sure, and then I'll come back and tell you what it was. Yeah, I'll tell you what that was. The card was getting caught in the envelope, so I've just had to snip a small bit across the top there. It may happen to you guys as well, but that's okay, because that's the bit that's going to be flat down. I don't know if that's still going to cause me a problem. I don't know. I think it's this also that's catching. I'm not sure what I've done. If you're watching, you probably know what I've done. That's okay. That's just going to flip up to there. It won't lay flat, but I think that's all right. I don't know what I did. Having a funny five. That's okay. I'm just going to make sure this is really glued tight. This bit's going to go down, face down anyway, and you're just going to lift this up, so I think it's going to be okay. I think it's just me. Right, so yeah, I just snipped off a little top bit so that didn't get caught anywhere. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to pop this back in here into that first pocket where my card is, like so, and then we're just going to make sure that shuts. It's still getting caught on something. What are you getting caught on now? It's alright guys, I'm just having a fiddle around and working out. I've got a feeling that what it's getting caught on is what's inside the envelope. So I'm just going to put my hand inside. Yeah, there's a little ridge. So we just need to be aware of that when we're putting this in. Yeah, look, it's just a tiny ridge inside the envelope. So perhaps if I did this again, I'd maybe open up that envelope and take that little ridge out. It's, you know, where they fold the flaps in. It's just getting caught slightly, but that's okay. We can cope. Right, so, oh, bit of thunder outside. So that is going to now go here, and it just about fits with that blooming star, but it's okay because I'm going to put this slightly raised with some tape. So I need to decide if I want to decorate this part here, which I think I do. Before we do that, let's quickly grab this little piece here, and I think I'm going to use, I think what we'll do, I'm going to snip off this little leaf as well, because this is getting caught as well. So we'll just snip that off, that's okay. And then if I turn, now this is going to be, again, this takes a lot of faffing, so I need it upwards that way. So that's going to join here, and that's where my little bobbins are going to go. So let's make sure they're upright, and we'll glue those on. Right, it's got a bit of a rough edge there. Oh, phooey. Okay, we'll go with it. Prototype, prototype. Okay. There we go. Lovely. And then I'm just going to cut that off. Like so. Make sure that's not showing. Lovely. Now, then we're going to pop in, I've got to cover the back of here actually, and I'm looking at this and thinking this would actually make a nice cover. I was going to put some writing area on there, but I like this paper and I quite like the way that looks. The only thing I would say is it's got some fuzzies where I probably need to change my blade. Just wondering whether it might be nice to have a blank side on this side. I think I'm going to do that. Makes for an easy life, doesn't it? Rather than messing around trying to print off some different paper. Yeah, so I've just had a bit of a restful morning. I thought I'd just give myself a break. I had a little lie in, a little chill, cuddled my dog. Told her how expensive she is. Told her she's worth the expense. Then I had to comfort my other dog because of the thunder, because she's £8 and she's tiny little Chihuahua cross and she hates it. And she's definitely the baby of the family. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. Quite like that now. So that's our bit for putting in our envelope, which I've now lost because there we go. So we'll pop that back in like so. Yeah, it is getting caught slightly. I think if you just do that to flip it over, that's a pain. So yeah, I would definitely remove the little, I wonder if there's anything I can do with that. There's a little lip and that's what it's getting caught on, which is a bit of a pain. Like, it's still getting caught now. I couldn't work out what it was, but it's inside the envelope itself. There we go. Prototype. We can perfect it later. Okay, right, so I'm going to take my distress ink now again, and I'm just going to go around the outside just to vintage this up because it is quite white. Let's grab distress ink in front of me. Might go a little bit heavy-handed on this because it is very, very white, so to keep in with the vintage feel, I kind of feel like I need to. And then there's a little bit there, I think I might have to cut that off. There's a little bit of white here showing, so I'm just going to snip that by hand. I hope it isn't too wobbly because I just did that with completely off the cuff there. Whoop. Yeah, that went a bit wobbly woo. I'm a little bit far from the edge now, look. Oh, phooey! Never mind. It's okay. It's the bit that sticks down. Yeah, look what I've just done. Never mind. It's okay. Prototype. I'm going to make another one. This is just to get us all started. Make sure we know what we're doing with it. That's okay. Bit heavy-handed on my skizzers. Right, okay. That's fine. We'll stick something there. It's all right. Right, finally, foam tape. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just put it in 3 lines. Just do the edges first. Yeah, I probably would just have about enough for the edges. So before I make another one, I'm definitely going to need some more foam tape. Okay, just going to go around. Oh, get that close to the edge. And this will just raise it up just that bit, just so that it raises it up above those lights and that doesn't get caught. I guess as long as the front looks not too bad, then that little boo-boo isn't going to show that Deary dear, I could have done a better cut, couldn't I? Never mind. So just peel off. I remember why I like this tape now. It's because it comes off so easily. You know, you're not having to use a tool or anything. Right, so we need to make sure we get it in the centre where we need it. Whoopee. Got caught there for a second. Right, let's just see. Want it about there. There we go. That's where it's living. So that then flips up like so, and then we've got the pull out here. Okay, so flip up. It is getting a little bit caught on the stars, I won't lie to you, so I probably would again do slightly higher, maybe 2 levels of tape. Yeah, I wish I'd done that. Can I get it off? No, not a chance in hell. But yeah, so I should be writing this down, but I'll look back at this video to see what I would have done differently. Yeah, I might do 2 layers of tape there, just so that rises up. I've got a little tear here as well, and I think that's from where, I think that is the paper. I think I needed to use also slightly thicker paper. So, yeah, that's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? Okay, it's a prototype, we're fine. What I might have to do is put a bit of sellotape across it just for now, because as I say, it is a work in progress. I just went straight into these videos. I didn't kind of decide what I was going to do first, so I'm just going to grab a tiny piece of sellotape and just stop that ripping. Okay, just for this demo. There we go. So that's not going to rip now as we're building it up. Okie dokie. So that's that. So we've got our flip up and our pocket. Now, the idea was also to put another one on top, but because of the design that I've done, I kind of don't want to. But ideally, we would want another one to go on the top. So I'm wondering if I find, just looking for all my other envelopes which have moved. So the idea was to kind of have another stack on top, but obviously that's going to cover up this really pretty image, and I don't really want to do that. Just making sure that's not going to move. So I'm wondering if it would have been better to tuck an envelope behind there that you then flipped up. Blast. Unless we decide to have one that flips out. I've actually got